Oh, this whole time I've muted my mic. God dang it. Normally it asks me if I'm trying to talk, and then I unmute my mic. What's up, guys? J-Base Phoenix here. And I was looking at my phone for food, and I was also talking about tomorrow, just in the title of Facebook Live Zoom thing. I've never used Zoom before, so I don't know exactly how this is gonna go down. But I was making the faces because I was trying to figure out like my good angles. This is my good side. Hope everybody's doing well. I forgot what I was saying before I realized I was muted. Um, Book plug, pay back $20. Kindle limited free 99. Kindle digital $10. Make sure you get your copies down. Give it a rating and or review. Ratings is just you put a star on there. You put a star rating on there out of 5. And the review is the added bonus. I will shout you out if you do give me a review, like these two lovely people down here. Um, but yes. So, title's pretty long, but let's get. Oh God, sorry. Let's get into it right away. Okay. So I couldn't help it myself. I was creating a new alien race. So the backstory behind this alien race. You know the Semigonics, the blue people, are creations the um of the Nebula dragons, the alien dragon gods. Well, this race is not. This race is quite similar to them, but they live in a utopia, meaning, they got all this great stuff that everybody else wants because they're so good at, well, if you look at their physiology, they're so good at everything. Um, so, yeah. So I was calling it the Dreamer Race. Um, but I made some notes here as far as where he ranks on my Superman homage character chart, or yeah, Superman. Let's say homage. That's a kinder word. Given Superman is one of my favorite characters, so I'd say it's an homage. Giving what is it, credit to one of the goats, the first one. Um, let's open the similar character document first. Actually, is it in here? Yeah, this is. Wait, what was I looking up? Oh, Zion. Utopia. I was looking up Utopia names and all of that stuff to looking at landscape paintings. Y'all ever just Google landscape concept art? Like, look at this stuff, bro. It's beautiful. I use landscape concept art or just landscape art as inspiration for creating some of these planets. I actually have this wallpaper. Um, but yeah, I can get lost in these for hours. Like imagining what each of these worlds or parts of these worlds look like. Like that's what I envision with the alien with the Nebula Dragon planet Nebulon. But there's problems that come with that. So what if I were to create a planet? This is sick. Oh, it's Green Lantern. So what if I were to create a planet where, you know, there's not much violence, not much they train and stuff, but there's not much discord and disarray. Because what happens on Nebulon, like I said, I would not want to live there, but I'm trying to create a planet where everybody would want to live because it's so damn peaceful. Pretty peaceful. There's probably still going to be conflict and stuff there, but I imagine it's pretty peaceful because of how strong the natives are. I imagine it's going to be pretty peaceful for the most part. So I was creating a list of gods without being so. So really, really top tier characters that aren't gods in the technical term. They're not angels, they're not demons, they're not anything. They're just something, and they're just really powerful. Don't know why I even have this list. It's just to, I guess, categorize everybody. I named him Zion. Not sure if I want to keep that name, but I do want to keep. The thing about this plan is I want to keep the names pretty pronounceable, like close to Earth names, pretty much. Zion is an Earth name because it's an actual human name. Um, but I was getting away from. I want these people to be this race to be something strong, something you'd want to be, something all these superpowers and stuff. Like they're essentially gods without actually being gods. Um. So yeah, yeah. And I couldn't help but start creating the race and create at least the document for the world building at 7 a.m. today. Not meaning I got up at 7 a.m. I mean I hadn't slept until 7 a.m. today. Listen, my sleep schedule is all sorts of out of out of out of whack. It's out of whack. Wait, can you guys see me? It's turn all webcams on. I mean, the normal webcam is on. All right. We're also going to get into reworking the chapters for um, disturbed delinquents. We can close that out for now. Reworking the chapter beats, and then we just have to create a whole new document because we're restarting the story essentially. But we'll get to that in a second. Add them here. Utopia. We are live, aren't we? Hang on. This should be a. I wonder if there's like a thing for like Discord or something for when I go live. Like view dashboard. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hang on. I'm trying to see if I can figure it out before. There's a way I could see the amount of viewers. I guess it's just one person in here now. It's fine. I don't know. I don't need to be doing this now. Here's the site for to sign up for the Q&A. I remember to upload this to YouTube tonight. We don't need that open right now. This is annoying me to have open because we haven't played D&D in forever. Well, it feels like forever. Like we were playing pretty consistently and then we just stopped. Is it freezing? No. Okay. Let's go to the world building. I don't have any like specific characters in mind just yet, as far as the leaders and such go. I could see making a short story series out of these characters before putting them in to the Descendant series. You guys can see this right now. The planet's royalty is size as Earth, same as Nebula. Kingman. Queen. They probably have at least a princess. Can't imagine how big their family's gonna be. I imagine a large court of advisors. Yeah, I like going the royalty route for other planets. I'm not entirely sure why. Like, I feel like there needs to be some sort of order to it. It could just be a council of advisors, but I like having a king and queen, and in addition to a council of advisors. Maybe on this planet, you know how on Nebulon, the dragon planet, it's what was that? Yeah, let me check my phone. On Nebulon, hmm, it's a God, was it? It's patriarchy, I guess, or it's just I don't remember the word. But here maybe like the advisors would be able to like overrule the king for more balance. Thought it was snowing. I think the wooden chairs and just messed up. Okay, so we're gonna create. I think everybody on this planet, since I see like a short story series out of this, I could see everybody on this planet, like having actual names and backstories and stuff. Unlike some of the characters on Nebulon, like Tandem. I wonder how many advisors I should have. 12 is always a good number. It's a lot, though. Maybe they need an uneven number for like voting. So like either 7 or 9. 9 would be a lot of characters, so would 7. Um, let's put either 7 or 9 characters here. Lead advisor. This group is able to overrule the king's orders when necessary, when deemed necessary, should the majority vote within them rule. Of the advisor may. Artifacts. Don't have any artifacts in mind just yet. Key locations. Don't have anything in mind just yet either. Takes time for me to build a planet. Much time because with the character because they're individuals. Let's see ecosystems for this one. Wait, what's the difference? Surrounding interaction between the environment and living organisms. I don't imagine like it's also difficult for me to come up with creatures. So I don't see this planet being overrun by any sorts of creatures. So I could say let's keep an environment. Alien races, humors. alien race that resides on the planet. Others are welcome to visit through screening tests as if the planet has vacation spots for these tourists. Well, let's say that most of the planet is blocked off to them in order to keep the native dreamers safe. This method works. Hello. For years, say for thousands of years. Technology don't have anything in mind. Creatures don't have anything in mind yet. I'm gonna need to take a look at some landscape / concept art later to um come up and inspire myself to come up with some stuff for the environment. Took me a while to come up with the environments for Yevulon as well, so this I'm not stressed about how long it might take on this. Artifacts. I don't see there being like a heart of the planet or anything. It's possible, but I don't really like that idea. Um, really, Zana's the only character I've come up with so far for this thing, because I wanted him to be in the Descended series at some point, perhaps when Malos comes into rule, and then there are gonna be a few Deus Ex Machina moments, but because you should know by the time those moments come, because you should know the type of overpowered powerhouse that Malos, along with the rest of his group, how overpowered they all are, like it's not really gonna be Deus Ex Machina. You might think they're gonna be at first because it's like, oh, he's about to blow up this building, but the fake Justice League is here to save us, yay! And then he like kills them all with one laser vision blast, like stuff like that. Noble is the human version of um, Malos and Zion. Zion is there's like different levels to certain. Like I'm trying not to make too many. I have a lot of. Let's make a list of how many Superman homage characters I have. Because I'm gonna need to cut down on them and start killing them off. Well, I have an entire race. Well, two entire races now. Very similar to a different type of alien race. Actually, I'll just make it off stream for myself. Um, but there are different layers and levels. Every Superman homage, copy, knockoff, whatever you want to call them, over the years has had some sort of twist on the character. So, Homelander from The Boys is Superman if he didn't grow up with parents, and in like the real world where superheroes would be treated as products, and a brand. Brightburn is if Superman was a sociopathic kid killer. Um, God. Irredeemable is if Superman snapped because people weren't telling him thank you. I need to finish reading that series. At least I think that's part of the reason he snapped in that one. So Malos is Superman if he were 100%, well, almost 100% evil and didn't have any sorts of weaknesses. Noble is if Superman were a uh, test tube dummy that was mind controlled at first and then like released of mind control, but then like his thing is complicated. You'll get to understand down the line, but he's the first superhero you see in the Descendants series. And then now we have Zion. Zion is essentially Superman without the heat vision and ice breath and all the extra stuff he can do. It's just really the physicality. And he kills when necessary. So he's not going to be like, oh, you killed 3 billion people? It's the whole for you, villain. You're gonna enjoy your nice little stay in solitary confinement for 300 consecutive life sentences. Like, no, he's not that. Like, if he sees a chaotic evil dude wreaking havoc on his planet or any other planet, he's going to kill them because they are. He deems them. He would probably deem them too dangerous to live. Um, and there might be some character god, what's the word, not conflict but like inner turmoil with him, like am I really like am I really the the guy that like who says I get to be the judge of who gets to live or die, like. But at the same time, you got to think, and he's going to kill that really quickly when he answers that question, because at the same time, you got to think, well, what gave you the powers in the first place? Was it your alien physiology or was it something else? I'm just going to say, I'm going to answer alien physiology for these people at least. But, that he figures out, you know, he has to be the one to stop those that, um, cannot be stopped otherwise. Is that my laptop fan? So yeah, we can write that down. Actually, I don't know why I was talking without writing. Um, inner turmoil with his decision to make calls on who lives and who dies as far as villains go. I thought I heard a notification. I'm hearing stuff. Kills his own question immediately when he realizes the answer to what lets him kills his own question immediately when he realizes the answer to what allows him to be judge, jury, and executioner. Um, does not matter. Always do that. Does not matter. Um, he believes job is to protect and save. But he's not like, I gotta figure out his personality because I don't want him to be like super Boy Scout, you know? He's not gonna be edgy or anything either. He's just gonna probably be a normal guy that can kill people when necessary. I gotta figure out this race a little more. I don't. I don't want them to use any sorts of like melee weapons. It's gonna sound weird, but let me explain. The Dreamers don't melee weapons because no weapon is strong enough to beat their strength. So if they're gonna fight hand to hand, but if they're gonna fight like close combat, they're gonna fight hand to hand. Combat to fight hand to hand. How are we dropping frames? There's no music playing. How are we dropping frames? Is also why they train in hand to hand combat and ranged weaponry. There's only a few beings in the universe that could beat them in the strength category. But with the added bonus of the damage consumption power up ability, let's say trait, they can, let's not say more than likely, let's just say they can hold their own. Also another reason why'd you ask me to correct it to that and then tell me that wasn't the right word? What the what? Why? um their combined might, or even their individual might, is enough to others keep possible invaders away from their planet, their utopia of a planet, including the likes Monolon and Detrius. So they're really just unbothered by, oh, what's up, Mr. Shaw? I'm glad you could make it to the stream. They're really unbothered by everything. I'm trying to think. We need a list of ranged weapons. They use bow and arrow for sure. Could the metal be made of? Maybe they like traded with the angels or something for Angelium. There's somebody outside. Metals found. Planet. Angelium through trading with angels. What would the angels need? What would the angels need from them in turn? Let me just answer that question. Ranged weapons, they use bow and arrow. Bow arrow. Those crossbows. Probably plasma guns. That's kind of primitive for them. Pistols, rifles, launchers. Imagine like nets of some kind. What's the bullet? For trapping and imprisonment. What kind of ranged weapons are there? Darts, like blow darts. No, that's no. Maybe javelins. Shield. These are all like you're probably imagining primitive versions of, not primitive, but like less advanced versions than all of these. They're because they're a utopia. Their technology is beyond ridiculously advanced. So all of this stuff would look way more, I guess, futuristic than you're probably imagining. Let me open the story notes document. I was thinking about this possibility. I'll explain in a second. What was at the top? Serum, characters, affiliations, heaven, hell, alien. Okay, we'll do alien. Under here, Dr. Daiichi knew of the dreamer alien race, which is what he wanted Noble to be modeled after. They also have a symbol spread throughout their planet of a peace symbol within a shield. The same symbol is on Noble's chest. So, I don't know exactly how Daichi knew about this alien race, but I imagine it's because of the connection he had to yawning stretching a lot. The connection he had to has to the Cosmic Council. As you might know if you read the first book already, Mother Nature is a part of this Cosmic Council, and Mother Nature is also part of the Alpha Corporation. She's watching over the children and making sure the corporation doesn't do anything shady as far as anything goes. So yeah, let's also add that to their race thing, race information. You actually probably copy all of this race information over to the world building here. Yeah, let's do that. So, because this document is normally reserved for new characters, not just races can start here, but I'd like to ultimately put them somewhere else. So, let's put the Daichi note here. We're going to put all of this in the world building document. All right. Do this. Shoot. We could put the metals found under artifacts. Maybe they could just use light everything, like light shields, light crossbows, like whatever. Although I don't want them to be too connected to any sorts of gods. I just want them to be just this advanced alien race overall. That's under artifacts. Yeah, frames. Key locations. There's probably going to be a castle or palace of some sort. Um, Royal Castle. Is that called the Nebula Dragons thing? A palace. We're going to call this a castle. Put this in brackets. Make sure I rename it later. Environment. Say most of the planet is green, lush, warm. Green. Grass and trees. Rush. Dress. Warm. This is your 7 a.m. It was my 7 a.m. idea. I'm just expanding on it, moms. Yeah, up until 7. Yeah. I wanted to start doing this. Well, technically this morning. I was gonna call it last night because I don't consider it the next day until I wake up from sleeping. Um, yeah, I wanted to expand on this off stream, but like I didn't have all these ideas when I was excited to dive into this. Um, but I was excited at the thought of creating a new planet, new race, new characters. Um, and my brain and body wouldn't allow it because I was exhausted and my eyes hurt. Um, we should really get back to Disturbed, but we're unconventional today, guys. We jump all over the place. We're writing 3 different things at once. Um, Also, at the end of the stream tomorrow, I'm gonna mention how as the sales rise for the first book, I'm getting ready to edit the second book. Um, I'm also writing Antithesis' short stories at the same time, then also writing the 8th book of Descended at the same time, and now we're just adding on to it because I'm thinking of creating a series of short stories out of these people too. And I don't know, I don't know, you know. And I'm not saying I'm do stuff like write 20. I don't know, got it. I'm not saying I like write 24/7. Like most of my writing is done either during the stream or when I'm supposed to be doing something else. Say at 7 a.m. when I'm supposed to be sleeping. That's when my best stuff comes to me. That or the shower. Those are some reliable places. Especially, I wrote down a few notes last night, this morning when I was supposed to be sleeping. Let me look back at them. I think I have my phone for this. I added Zero has a shockwave clap. I would not have remembered that otherwise. We had to add that to his list of named abilities. Split the dreamer physiology. Copy that. Where is it? Here. Then let's scroll on down or up, down to 0. So he had, we're gonna find the first ability. He had shockwave effects, strength. I had like shot, soliton shot. Here, move names, and then shockwave clap. Claps his hands together. To send a shockwave all around him. In a dome-like shape. So that's another note I wrote down. I also wrote down. I can get rid of some of these. World build disturb like I did Nebulon, maybe on stream. We already started doing that. We saw most of that yesterday. Still need names for everything, but names that don't include characters normally take me longer. Just because I want them to sound as cool as possible. Like whether there should be an oven there, like the hooks of hauntedness. Um, that's normally for items though. And let's look back at the other. Zero has shockwave generation. Yeah, I already wrote that. That was his main power. Blood manipulation boy started to craft him as well for the evil squad that we'll get into. Like, I feel kind of bad that I'm developing stories so much farther down the line when there's not even a second book out yet. Um, but I kind of can't help myself. And if I can keep creating, like, I might be able to find a way to include them in the story earlier. Like, for example, what's going to be a big change for the second book onward is uh, at the end of Descended Awakening, the demon Athen is instructed by somebody else to go and start communicating with the main characters, the arcs and Lux and all of them, the subjects. Um, so he's going to be introduced earlier in the story. In the books I have now, like he's introduced in like the fifth. No, he's introduced in the third book. So he'll be in a book earlier. Yeah, because I didn't want to just have that scene that's in like chapter 5 of you meeting all of them, and it's like, well, what the hell was the point in that? Um, so yeah, like I said, if I can keep creating and find a way to implement these people, and it's like it's gonna change the book, but I'm okay with re-editing and rearranging the stuff around. I have to do that for all of them anyway. If it needs that much done. Um, but if I can keep creating down the line and then find a way to incorporate these people that are supposed to be introduced way down the line earlier in the story, then um, it's a win-win for everybody. Um, but some of these characters I think are way too powerful to be introduced. Like Zion, I don't think there's any way he can be introduced before book 8 because he can take out some of the main villains up until that point in Descended. Um, but once we get to Malos, like we can the story really it doesn't pick up. But first of all, the tone changes and like all of these characters that I'm creating now, you'll start to see more and more. Um, but yeah, where the hell was I? I don't know where I was going with that. Welcome to Stream Daddy. Glad you could make it. Glad you can make it. Another note I wrote: dreamers communicate with the angels. Um, hmm. Yeah, I did add that. I just said that with the metals thing, right? Yeah, through training with angels. So yeah, they communicate. That's pretty much what that means. Oh, okay, we got to add another superpower to Detrius's arsenal. So if I were you and you don't know who Detrius is, I would look away because it's kind of spoiling. And if you haven't read the 8th book, which only me and one other person on the planet has, no, no, not even them. Only I know. What happens? I would just don't look at the screen. Actually, I can just take this off screen right now in case you're tempted to look. Don't look. Are you peeking? Stop peeking. All right, I took it off screen, so you're good. But I need to add something to his list of abilities. As soon as this window wants to properly resize, bro, bro, where? Okay, I gotta find him. Where is he at? Unity. Okay, here. Textures. So, Powerstone, potential, um, maximum potential awakening. Okay, I'm gonna click off. I'm gonna scroll up on this thing so you don't see it when I drag this back over. Boom, it's gone. It's gone. You're good to look. I mean, you were good to look from the start, but um, So I can get rid of this note now. I'm really just clearing out my notes because everybody has OCD. Maybe add hooks with chains and or scythe to Antai's arsenal. We already did that, actually. I think we even named them. Did we name them? I think we named them. Let's open that document. The all special items document. Even though it's in the character folder. I really don't know what to rename this folder. A lot of it has to do with characters, but some things like all technology, not really dealing with characters. All dimensions, that's not a thing either. I mean, those aren't characters. What was his special items here? Get rid of that note. We can get rid of that note as well. We made a note of this Antai going to Egypt note in the next chapter of his short story series. Wrote down a concept for a third series that'd be comedy centric. I wanted to create a series with like a power, like everybody has a certain power, but there's multiple applications to the power, so not everybody can do the exact same thing with the power. Sort of like how I created the virtue thing, but like those are like there's classes and subclasses and all the powers are very diverse. But with this, it'd be something like everybody has darkness manipulation. And that means you can control shadows and such. But maybe some guy can create swords and another guy can steal people's shadows away or something. Um like that's the 13th series I'm developing. Um I think that's all I have on the notes right now. You know what I think we'll do? Let's give the people let's give the people of Wattpad, Royal Road, and Scribble Hub a taste of Descendant. We're gonna upload the first 3 chapters to each of those sites and see what comes of that. First chapter, first 3 chapters here. Let's open this document. And then type Wattpad into here. Royal Road and Scribble Hub. When it wants to load. Wait, my vision is blurry. Okay. I think my eyes just got tired. Yeah, I feel cross-eyed right now. Do I look cross-eyed? If I do, that happens when my eyes get tired. It gets to a point where I have to like. I don't think that's happened on stream yet. I don't think it has. It gets to a point where I have to like like concentrate in order to focus. It's happened a few times. Not a good amount. I think I'm just tired, even though I had plenty of sleep. Everybody's normal sleeping time. Alright, so Joe told me last time that the folks of Wattpad don't like really just read romantic crap. And that's great and all, but it's like, why though? Oh boy. Okay, let's do one side at a time. Right? New story. No, I think we're gonna go chapter by chapter. We're gonna upload one chapter, and we don't have to edit, so we don't have to read through. I've read through this tons of times, so we don't have to read through this. We're gonna do chapter by chapter. Oh God, it's Word, bro. Word doesn't need Wi-Fi, bro. Why is it taking so long, bro? Wait, does Word need Wi-Fi? Word might need Wi-Fi. Okay, hang on. Okay, this is chapter 1 here. Control copy. Descended. Since it's getting, let's copy the description from Amazon. Since the stories, at least on the other sites, get a whole lot of attention, let's see what happens when we put this on. We're not going to put the whole book, just the first 3 chapters, just a sneak peek. Because if I were to put the whole book on any of these sites, how fair would that be to anybody that actually bought the book? Like that's not cool. Main characters, Seismic. We put the main arcs here. Then need Nitro and stuff under him. Seismic. Let's see what's the order we meet them. Ardentia. Come on, site. Please work with me. I can't go over it. That's so weird. Ardentia. Race Cap. Sina. I think we do Seismic is 5th, so Ash. No, let's just put Seismic here. Doesn't matter. Ash. Vital. No, Vital's last. Typhuse. Vital. And what are the main characters are there? There's Asai. There's Dr. Daiichi. There's Tech. There's Mars. There's Snarl. Nitro. Isaac. We can leave that there for now. That's a lot of main characters. What was I gonna do? I was gonna open this, copy over the description when it's ready to work. What are you doing? What do you have to load for? Bro. Alright. Copy this. Add the cover. I wonder how much. I wonder if it's gonna get any more traffic if there's a professional cover uploaded. Because most of my other stories don't even have like the name of. Audible cover initial, let's cover initial. Dropping frames. Hey, look at that. That's crazy. Wow, that looks great. Tags. What kind of tags? Genre. Bro, please. I might have to do this off stream. This is ridiculous. Say new adult. All rights reserved. Sure on. Selected genre. Sci-fi. Let's add some tags here. Tags are very important. Hero. Hero. Superhero. Villain. Super villain. Sci-fi fantasy. Sci-fi is just one on its own. Science fantasy. There's a lot here. Adventure. Let's not put adventure. Action. Action adventure. Mature is that one? Sure, it is one. What else? Comedy. I wouldn't really put it. There's like jokes in there, but I wouldn't necessarily put it under comedy. Like I don't want to clickbait people. Should have tags ready for this. Oh, angel, demon. What is it? What is that? Stop doing that. Stop. Alien. Gods. Godly, maybe. Violent. Is that a tag? Yeah. Wow, somebody spelled violence wrong. Why is it spelled like that? No, never mind. Not thriller. What some other science ones? I don't have sci-fi itself here. Just do the genres. Alright, we can always edit the tags later. That's enough for now. Let's go to the next. Start on the other sites while that loads, because that's probably going to take forever. Right. New story. Select cover. Please tell me it works. Jesus, it's huge. Cool. Ascended. Awakening. Synopsis. Let's copy the description again. If the window comes up at all. Okay, here we go. Action, adventure. We can put comedy here. Fantasy. Psychological romance, satire, sci-fi, not short story, not tragedy. There's gonna be is it tragedy in this one? Not really. Not this first book. Tahira Leaf, Cyberpunk Dungeon, Gamelit General Harem High Fantasy. What is alternate world? Is no. Play RPG, low fantasy. What is that? Realistic. Yeah. There's it's not really magic. We can put magic there. Male lead, martial arts, sure, multiple lead characters, it's very true. Mythos, yeah, we'll do that. Non-human lead, portal, fantasy, no. Post-apocalyptic, reader, interactive, reincarnation, rolling classical life, secret identity, put that. Slice of life, space opera, sports, steampunk. Strategy, strong lead, superheroes, supernatural, urban fantasy, not villainous lead, virtual reality, war, I don't know what those are. Martial heroes. No. Vanity, gore, no sexual content, traumatizing content. Just a sense of the world, no. Not fan fiction. Title of the chapter, Chapter 1. You guys know how I like to title my stuff. Let's put the chapter content here. Let's open this again. Is it still highlighted? I can't tell. Yes, it is. Okay. Copy. Be all the chapter work here. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. So let's submit this one. I wonder how Wattpad is doing. Probably still loading. Only choose up to 4 genres. Did you really just get rid of my cover for that? Oh, it says it right there, but why does it let you select more than 4? That's my question to you, Royal Road. Get rid of comedy. All my stuff is still there. Chapter is still there. Cool. Alright. Redirected, 3 seconds. Cool. Pending. Awesome. Okay, let's see where Wattpad is. Oh, it did load. Wow. We conclude here. Wait, actually, I wonder if it'll show up if we put it in the text. Let's put chapter 1 here. We paste the content over in the text. I wonder if what's his face's picture is gonna show up. No, it doesn't. Okay, fine. So we'll put the picture at the top as Noble's picture here. Shouts out to my artist, Nick. Let's save it and then go back. Because there's probably more. Yeah, this is what I was looking at here. Story of content, story notes. Here we go. Agnes's name, Lux. Let's say Jay Jones. Because he doesn't get called Lux until later. Like chapter 5, 6. 5. Lux is really just his only other name. He attributes brown skin, What's green eyes? No, it's not normally green. Brown eyes, black hair. Um, I don't know what else. What other attributes go here? Journalist. Let's see. Let's put attractive there. What else goes here? Beta. Jesus. Creative, educated, emotional, friendly, jerk, silly, nerd. Is hero here? Nope. Hunter, gamer. I mean, oh, superhero. Yep, that's his job. His actual job tends to be a little more on the introverted side, very likable. Focus on patterns in the past, future, mind and logic, more heart and emotion than anything. Organized, decisive, improvise. Let's do improvise, laid back, more laid back than anything. Personality change. He doesn't really change. Ultimate goal. Just to be the best hero he can be. Goal is primarily physical. Goal type is to protect. Has to change themselves, change their surroundings. Not really either. He doesn't have to change himself. We can put this like a little bit over there. Explore their emotions, explore their worlds. Definitely explore the world. Navigates. I'm not gonna put it all the way over there. Navigates familiar world. Um, unfamiliar. Ignore the past. Recall the past. Recall. Most of it is the past. The story itself, most of the story is the past. Reappreciate the current meaning, find a new meaning. Something away from the antagonist. There's no like main antagonist. Keep himself away from the antagonist. Let's say that. What happens at the end of the story? Will the protagonist succeed? I mean, yeah, he becomes a hero, so feel about good. Yes, all. Stories logline. Can the description go there? No. And so far, my story is complete. What happens at the end? Lux joins the Ark's superhero team. Spoilers, not really. You could kind of see it coming. See my story notes. Logline. Can I just put the description here? I kind of just want to put the description here. I wonder if it's too many words. Oh, characters. We can just do that. That's fine. Save. And then submit. Submitted. Cool. Cool. So that's Wattpad. That's been done. I uploaded the chapter, right? No, I just saved the chapter. I didn't publish it. Darn it. Where'd it go? Oh, that's under publish all stories. Oh god. Edit part, and then we should just be able to publish. I gotta change my profile picture too on here. Doesn't it take something away when I do this? All right, complete. No, it's not complete. As what they're saying, it's not complete. I completed the story, obviously, but let's publish. I'm doing this because I can't think of much for, like, I thought of a lot for Zion, but I can't think of much for as far as the world building goes. I apologize. Um, you guys are seeing this profile. So it shouldn't be a draft anymore. It should be, I guess, publisher. Okay, good. Profile. Take this off screen. Y'all don't need to see everything I got. And this. Can we change the background to the other one? The other, well, you guys just YouTube channel stuff, banner one. Spelled it right in this one. Cool. All right, there we go. All right, now we look a little more official. Okay, this was still pending. I don't know how long it's supposed to take. Maybe like a day, 24 hours. Didn't take them long to approve antithesis. Oh, do I have to do the stupid thing again? Where I have to say, this is going to be uploaded to World Road as well. Like, bro. Create. So this will be the last thing we do before the stream ends. Oh, 8 readers. Nice. Nice. Titled, Sended, Awakening. Description, let's copy over this. Minimize. Choose file. Okay, I learned a lot today. What did you learn? I don't feel like we did much today. Alright. Please share with the class what you have learned, Mrs. Mom, Dr. Mom. Limited to 9 genres. There we go. Action, adult, adventure, fantasy. Where's sci-fi? You gotta do that. And that's 5. Tragedy, supernatural. Is this 1, 2, 3? This is 7, so 2 more. We do mature and comedy. Genre. Say sci-fi. Tags. Oh man, there's a lot of tags. All right, let's look at the Wattpad tags. Congrats on all 8 readers. Thanks. Your process. What did you learn about my process? Do you mean like as far as me coming up with ideas? Let's split this side by side. I'm gonna close these out as soon as I'm done with them, because this is going to take. What are the tags on this one? 12 more. I just want to read the tags, bro. Here we go. Action. No results found. Really. Aliens. That's one. Angels. Demons. Gods. Hero. Heroes. Villainous noble. Why? That's really specific. I put genres for most of these dragons. What else? Ninjas, assassins. These are all in the story. I wouldn't. I'm not sure if they're all in this first story or something. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I'm very much the opposite with everything. I'm way more productive at night, which is why I'm up so early. If that makes any sense. Like I said, when I'm supposed to be doing something else, like especially in college, you probably didn't know this, but especially in college when I'm supposed to be doing a project for a class or something like writing a script for a class that I have no interest in writing a script for, like I would definitely be doing something like writing the stories. Um, yeah. Normally, when I'm supposed to be doing something else is when I'm at my most productive. Especially the biggest thing is especially sleep. Especially sleep. Content warning, yeah, put that on. Or strong language. Just add the series, right? Should, gotta figure out more tags to add. Too large? Are you serious? Can we do the square one? The audible one? The cover is everything. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. I don't like any of these sites now. I don't like any of these sites. Like I don't have a favorite anymore. It used to be Scribble Hub and now it's not. Wow, the one without my artist's initial is the one that gets accepted. Really? Shouts out to Nick again. Listed and start writing. All right, let's upload the first chapter at least. I don't know what kind of poll I could add for this book at all. Oh, this is the chapter title. Chapter 1. Copy this over. Gotcha, do you? Yep. Yep. I am very much a night owl. Morning owl? Let's see how well this does. Let's see how well all of these do. Stream's open. Stream's open. We're gonna close all of these out. We're gonna hope Royal Road doesn't do that same thing it did with the first story. Um, and we'll check on those. Oh, no stream tomorrow. It's Friday. But if you want to see me, we will be live on Inglewood Public Library's Facebook Live. I'll be on Zoom. It'll be a Q&A. So if you haven't signed up for that, go ahead and do that. What is this doing? What? All right, I'm gonna just open the book page. I gotta figure out how to not make this slow. Figure out how to make this not so slow. Book plug. Make sure you guys buy the paperback for $20. Kindle Unlimited free 99 minus 99, and Kindle $10. Make sure you also give it a rating. That's only just give it a stars out of 5. And if you write a review, I'm gonna shout you out because reviews help more, arguably more than ratings, I'd say. Yes, we're in there. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go eat. And this is Base Phoenix once again. Wait, button wasn't ready. Oh man, I need to. Man, this computer. All right, Base Phoenix once again signing off.